Hey everybody, good afternoon. It's it's a Wednesday afternoon. Anyways, I'm back home. I got out of the hospital early this afternoon. I don't know, it's about 1 o'clock. I don't remember the exact time. Came home, checked my mail, and everything. Got cleaned up a little bit. So, drinking some black coffee. And so, anyways, I feel a lot better. I really do. And I'm going to have a nurse come in here daily to change my bandage. And then in a week or so, I go get the stitches taken out of my foot. So, other than that, that's about it. I mean, I'm going to cook something to eat later today because all I had to eat today was oatmeal for breakfast and some scrambled eggs. So, anyway, my blood sugars were running a little high in the hospital, but I believe that was because they didn't have anything to eat that didn't have any sugar in it. And you know, I don't eat pork, and I avoided most of the meat. I did have a couple chicken, a couple entrees that had chicken in them, and cheese. But other than that, I had one meal that had beef, and it was steak tips on noodles. And the steak tips, they were okay. I mean, it's a hospital. But I just ordered it to try it. I tried just about everything on the menu except I did not have any pork. Okay, no bacon, sausage, any of that breakfast stuff. Forget it, not at all. So, anyways, I'm not eating pork anymore. I've read enough recent literature about all the negative things it does to your body. Ain't going there, folks. Life is a struggle enough with the things I have to deal with. And I want to just share some things. A couple of the people that I roomed with over the last 8 days. One guy had he couldn't move his bowels. Something was he was plugged up, and he was actually throwing up in the room, on himself, on the bed, on the floor, all over the place. Because his body, I mean, it was backing up. It was like, you keep putting stuff in, there's no place for it to go. It backs up, right? They actually stuck a tube in his nose down into his stomach so they could start sucking shit out because of the situation. And if he hadn't started having a bowel movement, they were going to cut him open, and he'd probably be wearing a colostomy bag. So, and then another guy came in, and he was like married, had a wife, and he was at least 20 years younger than me. And he was drinking too much. He had he had some liver shutdown. He had all kinds of problems. I can't list it all, but I mean, the guy was like figuring he had a death sentence, and he was not going to get out of the hospital anytime soon. And so, I listened. I didn't say anything, and then when I heard he was leaving the hospital, because he started moving his bowels and things started getting a little better, because they had to remove his appendix. He had appendicitis, and his digestive tract went into shutdown after the surgery. And our bodies are so frail, folks. So I wrote down 2 pages of a list of things that he should think about eating, and like amongst them, the ground turmeric and black pepper for your heart health, brain health, whatever. I gave him a few websites his wife can check out, but seriously, folks, you need to eat. You need to eat the right foods. If you're not going to feed your body properly, and you're drinking alcohol, and you're just poisoning your body over a number of years, it's just going to ching total out. Total up to like it's your ticket out of here, okay? So, I mean, your body can only take so much, so anyways, you know, what I heard from them is the same old sad diet. You know, I saw all the stuff on the menu, and some of it was really good food. It was well prepared. But you know what? That they're really technically, except for eggs and cheese and the veggies that were available, there wasn't much anything on that whole menu that I would even actually buy at the store. So, you know, and for like 8 days, I went without like 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I went without my raw vegan superfood shakes. I went without my, whole grain rice. It's got a lot of nutrients in it. You know, I don't eat the what starchy rice. I eat the good stuff. Okay, so you got to pay attention, and I reached a certain point in my life. I was in a lot of pain, and that initiated me to make changes in my diet. First I read a book called The Arthritis Diet, and I picked it up at a used bookstore, and I read it, and I changed my diet completely over. I eliminated all the things they said that causes arthritis, and that included red meat and black pepper and a lot of other things. And I did that for 6 months, and I lost 20 pounds, and a lot of my pain went away, but not all of it. But you know what? It was a start. And then I started following the advice of Dr. Joshua Axe, A-X-E, and he has a website, draxe.com, and he's got all kinds of free nutritional advice, videos. He does sell some health and nutritional products, which I do recommend, but some of the stuff he sells is animal-based and like bone broth and things, and it probably is good for you. I'm not going to deny that, but there's other sources of getting these things. So, anyways, I just people need to pay attention, because I was only in that hospital for 8 days, and the guy that was in there left yesterday. Well, I got a roommate yesterday, and another roommate, and he was discharged. He had to go back home. He said he had to take care of his mother or something. But everybody's got these medical problems, okay? And and a lot of it is because we've abused our bodies with cigarettes, alcohol, all the toxins in the food. I'm not going to, there's a whole laundry list, and I'm not going to discuss it. But you know what? The harsh reality is, folks, you have to take charge of your own health, and, and decide, whether you're just going to eat what tastes good until you got 6 feet under, or you're going to change for the better and make positive changes that will prolong, extend your life disease-free. Okay, so anyways, they couldn't believe that I wasn't diabetic anymore, but everything they had on the menu had sugar in it and stuff that really wasn't anything. I'm not eating any of that diet shit, because that's got all those artificial sweeteners and chemicals in it that ain't good for you either. So when I was in there, I stuck to fruit, oatmeal, simple things. Okay, I did cheat. Like yesterday, I had a chicken pot pie. But at least I lasted a week before I ordered that, right? So, anyways, and I didn't eat any meat, except for once I had steak tips. But I ordered chicken, and I had a piece of salmon one night. But generally, I pretty much ate vegetarian, and so I think that was the best thing I ate. And I'll tell you one thing: I really like that Greek yogurt. That Chobani Greek yogurt. Oh my God, that was delicious. 15 grams of protein per serving too. So you know what? I think that's a really good buy. And it was 000 Greek vanilla, whatever, and it was scrumptious. I was even putting a little bit of that in the oatmeal to sweeten up the oatmeal a little bit. And I had a little brown sugar and raisins and cinnamon that I put in my oatmeal. No dairy except for that, Greek yogurt stuff. But you know, overall I felt like I did pretty good. I felt a lot better when I left the hospital than when I went in. And my foot, I got like a gold like walk around the hospital sock, and here's yeah. Anyways, my foot really, the swelling went down immensely the last 2 days, and I was really surprised. But once he got in there Monday night and cleaned all the abscess and pus and stuff, and got that all out of my foot, and then closed it up, he stuffed a bunch of gauze in my foot between my big toe and my next toe. I saw the girl pulling the gauze out of that dressing, and it just kept coming out and coming out and coming out. It reminded me of the time they packed my nose when I had a nosebleed once. You know, I mean, a whole bunch of gauze. I could actually feel the gauze coming out of my foot at the end. You know, it was like gross. But oh well, it had to be done. So I feel like on the antibiotics I'm on, I take another couple capsules at 6 o'clock, which is probably in a couple hours. And anyways, they did give me pain pills too. So I mean, I could have took one at 2 o'clock, but I don't know what time it is right now, 3 or 4. But you know, I'm trying to prolong that as long as possible. I don't want to get addicted to this stuff. So anyway, I think they call it Percocet or something, oxycodone or something like that. I don't know what the hell it is. It works though, it works. Love you all. So Fran-Sez feels much better and is home. So thank you for listening. Bye.